Hello students, good morning. How are you today? Hope you are good, yeah? Today we are going to continue our math lesson. Still with the same topic, it's about angles, but this time I will talk about different types of angles. Okay? Before we start, I want you to know that the learning objective of this lesson is by the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles. Okay, now let's start. There are three main types of angles. What are they? They are right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles. Okay, we will discuss one by one, and let's start with the first one, right angles. What are right angles? Right angles are angles that are formed at the corner of squares and rectangles. Okay, look at this door. The door has a rectangular shape, right? And then right angle are formed at each corner. Okay, to show an angle is a right angle, we draw a square symbol like this. So this symbol or this square is a symbol of right angle. Okay, an angle is measured in degrees. So degrees, okay. An angle is measured in degrees, and a right angle, this right angle is 90 degrees. Okay, the small circle, the small circle after the number is used to denote degrees. So the small circle is the symbol of degrees. Okay, the degrees here is not the same with the temperature degrees, yeah. So the degrees here is different with temperature degrees. Okay. Okay, now where can we find right angles? We find right angles in the corner of the square. Look at this one. So a square have four right angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can also find right angles in the corner of rectangular or rectangle. Look at this one. Just the same with the square, a rectangle has four right angles. We can also find right angles in the right angle triangle. So, a right angle triangle has one right angle. To see if an angle is a right angle, we can compare the corner of a square or rectangle like this. Look at this one. We want to compare this angle with this square. Okay, we want to find out is it a right angle or not. Okay, let's see. Okay, look at this angle. This angle is smaller than the right angle, right? It means this angle is not a right angle. How about this angle? Let's check. This angle is bigger than the square. It means this angle is not right angle. So we can say if the angle is smaller than the right angle, or if the angle is larger than the right angle, it means that angle is not right angle. Okay? Remember, right angle can be tilted. Okay? You can use a set square to check for right angle. So let's check this one. Is it right angle? Let's use the set square to check. Yep, this is a right angle. How about this one? Is it a right angle? Let's check with the set square. Oops, it's not a right, this angle is not a right angle. Okay, so now you already know about right angle, right? The symbol is look like a small square, and a, a square angle or the right angle is 90 degrees. Okay, now let's continue to the second one. It is acute angles. Okay, acute angles are smaller than 90 degrees. Look at this one. This is right angles, right? And it is 90 degrees. Okay. Now, acute angles will be like this. Smaller than 90 degrees. Okay. So, this angle is called uh, acute angles. Oops, sorry, I forget to draw a small circle here just now. Okay, so this angle is smaller than 90 degrees and it's called acute angle. So we can say acute angles are smaller than right angle. For example, if the angles is 80 degrees, 79 degrees, even 89 degrees, etc., it's called acute angle. Smaller than 90 degrees is called acute angles. Okay? Now, let's continue to the third one. To the third one, it's obtuse angles. Okay? What is obtuse angles? Obtuse angles are larger than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Let's check this one. This is 90 degrees, right? This is right angle and it's 90 degrees. So if the angle is looks like this, bigger than 90 degrees, here, bigger than 90 degrees, it's called obtuse angles. So look at this, larger than 90 degrees, it's called obtuse. So it means if the angles is larger than 90 degrees, it means for example 95 degrees, 100 degrees, 135 degrees, etc. It's called obtuse angles. But be careful. If the angle is exactly 180 degrees, it's not called obtuse angles. There's other name for that angles. So remember, obtuse angle larger than 90 but less than 180 degrees. Okay? So we can say obtuse angles are larger than right angles. Okay? Next, look at this. This is an instrument that used to measure an angle. Okay, and it's called protractor. Okay, so a protractor is an instrument that used to measure an angle. Okay, look at this number. It is 90, right? So I will draw a line like this and this one. So this angle is called right angle. And the angle is measure 90 degrees. What if I draw an angle like this? I make it smaller than 90. For example, 70 degrees. What is it called? Okay, this angle is called, remember, smaller than 90. Very good. Acute angles. What if I make it like this? 140 degrees. What is the name of this angle? Remember, larger than 90 but less than 180. What is it called? Very good. It's called this angle is called obtuse angle. Okay? Now, you already know how to differentiate between right angle. Oh, you know how to do, you know how to differentiate among right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles. Okay? Remember, if the angle is exactly 90 degrees, is called right angles. And the symbols is like a small square. Okay, the symbol of the angle is a small square. And then acute angle is smaller than 90 degrees. And the last one, obtuse angles is larger than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Okay, now that's all for today. Hope you can understand it and see you in the next video. Bye bye, students.